If you have not received anything, please connect with Tanessa Patterson, and she will make sure that we'll make sure that you're connected. That is all we have.
Thank you, Director Bonner. Moving on to new business. Director Beach.
Thank you. This is Director Beach. As you guys know, this week we completed interviews for the 3 vacant positions on the Civil Rights Board. We completed those interviews and selected candidates, and I would like to make nominations for new terms. So the first would be, yeah, Director Bonner, if you could talk about the terms. Appreciate it.
All right, I just want to explain how the terms are decided. There was a little confusion, partly on my part. We went through the ordinance to make sure we're all on the same page. The initial seating of the board comprised of staggering terms, and the second, from that point on, all board members are selected for a 3-year term, but we had to make sure that we complete the existing vacated terms. So some people will have 3 or 2-year terms, but they will get to, you get to come back for a subsequent term if they so choose. We also have 2 standing board members that have 1-year terms, and they can come back. One of those board members will come back and complete one of the vacated 3-year terms, and that was me. And then we will have 1-year terms. So just some background on how the terms were decided, just in case you heard something different earlier. Thank you, Director Beach.
Thank you, Director Bonner. So the nominee committee is recommending the appointment of myself, Director Beach, to complete a 3-year term, the appointment of Janine Brown for a second 1-year term, the appointment of Madison Lukman to complete a 3-year term, the appointment of Dustin Corwin for a 3-year term, and the appointment of Sandra Calderon to complete a 2-year term.
So can I please entertain a formal motion?
I would like to motion the terms I just stated. Should I relist them? The terms I just stated for approval to take to the City Commission for appointment to the Civil Rights Board.
So I didn't see any of the notes of the actual candidates. I didn't know if that was going to be circulated to all board members ahead of this vote.
So this is Director Harrington. We did decide in the last meeting that because of the Open Meetings Act, the nominating committee would be the ones reviewing the notes and putting forth the appointments based on our feedback that we provided after the interviews.
But I would be happy to share an overview of each of the new appointees. Would that?
Yeah, I think that'd be helpful. Yeah.
Great. Let me pull my notes. So first, Madison Lukman is a local landlord that manages a large number of properties in the city of Kalamazoo. Is also an employer in the city of Kalamazoo. She has been working with the ordinance since its beginning, in the beginning planning phases, as a landlord, providing feedback to the formation of the ordinances, and is really excited about the opportunity to continue the work of the ordinances, as she has been a big supporter since its creation. So that was the first person. She is not a resident in the city. However, we thought with her extensive expertise in housing and her familiarity with the ordinances made her a great candidate for this board.
This is Director Harrington. Can we hold for a second there?
Yeah.
May I entertain a motion, a second to the motion, and then we can have discussion. This is a part of the discussion. So I can have a second?
Yeah, I'll second the motion.
Okay, thank you. Now discussion. Continue.
So Madison is nominated to complete a 3-year term. Next is, the next person we are recommending for appointment is Dustin Corwin. Dustin is a counselor in the Kalamazoo area who works with clients who have experienced violations of the ordinances and is really interested in continuous advocating in this forum. He is a social worker in Kalamazoo and is a strong advocate of mental health, housing, and education. And then Dustin would be appointed for a 3-year term. And the final person is Sandra Calderon. She currently works at the YWCA and with El Concilio, is a current member of the Foundation of Excellence Board, has extensive experience working with the Latinx community and the clients at the YWCA and the work that she does. Has also experienced working on an inaugural board with the Foundation of Excellence. So we thought would that be a great expertise, as we have learned in our first year that building a board is hard. So having someone with that experience we thought would be a great asset. And again, as she is stepping down from as her time at the Foundation of Excellence board is coming, she thought this would be a great opportunity to serve the community as well, and is really passionate about the work we are doing. We were really, we had a lot of great applicants and a lot of great interviews. It was a hard decision, but we were really excited about the people we are bringing forward today.
Any more discussion? Okay, all those in favor of approving this slate of members of the Civil Rights Board to be presented to the Kalamazoo City Commission for appointment, please say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, thank you. Motion passed. On to old business. Director Beach, I'm going to turn to you again for an Education Committee update.
I just have a brief update with now the addition to hopefully some new board members. The Education Committee has connected with Disability Network and is going to start developing a training in collaboration with them to educate about the ordinances, the process to file complaints, as well as the work the board does. So that will be a collaborative training that we put on with them for the clients they serve and the community as a whole.
Thank you, Director Beach. Very exciting news. Okay, moving on to item B on old business complaints update. Director Bonner.
Thank you. I'm going to turn this over to Tanessa Patterson, who handles the complaint process for us.
Thank you, Tanessa. Would you be able to review again the breakdown of the 2021 complaints, the 28, the breakdown. I got one housing voucher, 6 in regards to their criminal background, 2, I missed what that one was. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for that. And then you said 9 were sent to the Michigan Department of Fair Housing. Okay. 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 Perfect. Awesome. 7 fell outside of the ordinance. Do we have any information? This is Director Harrington speaking. Do we have any information around those breakdowns of being outside of the ordinance, what those were?
The majority of them were housing complaints, but unfortunately they're outside of our Chapter 18 PDA ordinance, because they're outside of the city of Kalamazoo.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, any more questions or comments?
This is Director Beach. Can you, on the 11 that are being investigated, how long have those been in investigation, and kind of and what is that? Can you tell me how long those have been in investigation, to start?
I'm sorry, I missed the last one.
How long have those 11 been in investigation? So when did those investigations start?
Investigations started once the city attorney's office was closed down, which was at the very end. So, they are all currently, all of the complaints that are being investigated at this time are currently in process, and, we are currently working through all of them, as they were up.
This is Director Beach. So moving forward, they're all getting assigned immediately as they're coming in. Thank you.
As they come in, they are assigned to investigators, and from there, complainants are being made aware that whether or not the complaints are being investigated.
This is Director Glenn. Does the city attorney's office have an update on the timeline now that they're fully staffed and when they expect to bring those cases before the board?
That I have announced, I'm not sure of that at this time, but I will allow the
This is Director Harrington. Attorney Jones, apologies. Would you mind speaking on that, please? Thank you.
This is Director Glenn. Thank you for that update. And when you say that either an attorney or a different investigator is assigned, who would the other investigator be within the city attorney's office?
and she does a lot of investigation with other matters, with the process. On the side.
Thank you.
This is Director Harrington. Any other questions? No? Thank you, Attorney Jones. I appreciate it. And thank you, Tanessa, for the update. If there is nothing further about complaint updates, we will move on to citizen comments. Okay, as there are no citizen comments at this time, we will move on to miscellaneous comments by board members. Any comments, Director Glenn or Director Beach?
This is Director Glenn. I just wanted to say thank you to Jacob Beach, Director Beach, and Director Harrington, and for all of your help in wrangling all of us, Director Bonner, in nominating of new members and all those interviews. I know it was a lot of work and setting aside all you have on your plates. So thank you for making that happen in such short order. I think it was less than 2-week turnaround. So thank you very, very much for all that you did.
This is Director Beach, thanks.
This is Director Harrington. I just in general would like to say that I'm very excited and I'm looking forward to the potential appointment of new board members and us being able to get back to the nitty-gritty and the work that we were appointed to do and get out into the community to be able to educate more about who we are and what we do, and hopefully get the ball rolling on making sure that we're serving a more equitable Kalamazoo. So thank you all for your service and your time, and looking forward to 2022. If there's nothing more, then I will adjourn this meeting at 7:21. Thank you, everybody.